Mouth is basically open even when you're not talking, even when you're not thinking. The idea of careless speech is captured in وَتَقُولُونَ بِأَفْوَاهِكُمْ, and that's even furthered by the expression مَا لَيْسَ لَكُمْ بِهِ عِلْمٍ, what you have no actual knowledge of. Were you there? Have you spoken to the people involved? Have you investigated? No, I just feel like I should, no, stop feeling. Stop feeling. وَتَقُولُونَ بِأَفْوَاهِكُمْ مَا لَيْسَ لَكُمْ بِهِ عِلْمٍ. Now, on top of all of that, this conversation's happening at a dinner table. And our culture has become so dirty. Muslims, the appearances of Islam have become so much more important. And the manners of Islam have disappeared. And so what's happened is you're at an iftar, which is supposed to be an act of worship. And people are gathered and they're eating and they're celebrating that they worshipped Allah and fasted all day. And they're eating together and there's 5 of them at a table. And one of them gets up to get some extra chicken and the other 4 are talking about him. And then he comes back, Assalamualaikum, good to have you back. And the other one goes, and now it's his turn. Like the chicken isn't enough, the flesh of your brother needs to be added, This has become normal, it's not even a big deal. To talk about others, to think of others like that, to size people up, And men do it and women do it. And so now he says, وَتَحْسَبُونَهُ هَيِّنًا. You think such conversations are no big deal. You think it's very light, just to say something. وَهُوَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ عَظِيمٌ. And as far as Allah is concerned, it's massive. It's massive. Now, if you study the Quran and you study what Allah considers a big deal, like what are major sins as far as Allah is concerned, كَبُرَ مَقْتًا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَن تَقُولُوا مَا لَا تَفْعَلُونَ. It's a massive crime and a disgusting crime as far as Allah is concerned, that you say what you don't do. For example, hypocrisy is a big deal. Shirk is لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. When you commit, associate partners with Allah, it's a massive, grand crime, a grand injustice. ظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. Here Allah says, you and I just carelessly talking about somebody, which we think is nothing. It's just a comment. It's just a couple of words typed. It's just a conversation. I'm just saying. What's the big deal? Allah says, you don't think it's a big deal. وَهُوَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ عَظِيمٌ. And especially with Allah, this is a massive, massive crime. This is not a small thing at all.